yes. So
Yes.
that's why we need a lot of volunteers, yeah.
How many volunteers do you currently have?
16.
That's a fair
Well,
fair
we
number.
started off only 2 years ago. We had 3, and then we had a workshop, we were 7, and now we had another workshop, and we're up to 16.
Mhm.
So it's pretty,
Wow.
there's a lot of interest, there's a lot, because Ashcroft is an aging population too, and there's a huge need. And it's, people are learning more about it all the time. It's important that it's nonprofit, so it isn't stressful for people, that in expense-wise. And because it's in Ashcroft, and if they can either have it at home, hospice at home, or in the hospital as such, then it's also convenient. If they can't get in the hospital or can't stay at home, they have to go to Kamloops, and then it becomes extremely difficult. It's expensive, the quality of visiting and it just isn't there. They have to be away for food, they need baths and showers or whatever they have, clothes to change. So the travel back and forth is very hard on families. So really, we've tried very hard to get the word out there because I know, and most of us know, how stressful it is to go to town. You know,
Totally.
when you have a loved one who is at the end of the journey. So
We also work in concert with the medical team and the home support, you know, so home support has different things that they provide. Better at Home has different
Yeah.
things that they provide. The medical community, whoever is involved with the family, we work with them. We aren't like a separate. We are a separate entity in one sense, but we work in concert. We're part of the team.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Mhm.
It's a wonderful organization.
No,
Yeah.
I always view things like this to be a very noble endeavor,
Mm.
Mm.
because it's not something that everybody wants to do,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see it being a very emotional thing to volunteer for,
Yeah.
right? So,
It can be, but training helps a lot. And the training is intensive. Like we have some pretty
Yeah.
moving moments and learn a lot about ourselves and about helping others. So the fact that it's meaningful, I think, takes away a lot of the anxiety and the fear. And the more you know and you are with somebody who's at the end of their journey, then the less scary it is.
right.
Because we all hope, and well, maybe not all of us, I certainly hope that it might be the end of my journey here, but not later.
Mm.
I kind of like to think that, yeah, I have some place to go after this, and then it isn't scary at all.
That's
Maybe
fair.
I'm still not ready to go, no matter how nice I might think it is. I'd
Yeah.
like to hang around a while.
Well, it sounds like
And
you're
it
making
is
quite a
meaningful.
difference.
Mm. Well, we like to think we do, eh? We
Well,
like to
and-
make a difference.
Yeah, we do make a difference.
We
And
do.
another thing that's important in making a difference is knowing that we're not in it just on our own.
Yes.
We're part of a team. And so, especially if we've got somebody like 24-hour care and we're going into the home or we're going into the palliative room, there's some overlap, and there's also debriefing time together.
Yes.
So we are part of a team, and we don't ever feel isolated or unsupported because we do have support amongst our hospice team.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's an important
Yeah,
part of the
it is.
of our self-care.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very supportive
Yeah.
of each other,
Yeah.
aren't we? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that your guys' group was created 2 years ago,
Hospice was here,
It's
years
been here
ago,
many years. It's been
30 or
here all
more,
along.
30.
It's just kind of been underground.
okay.
Yeah.
The person that was running it became ill, and so it fell by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
So I just happened to come along and had nothing to do and decided, we need hospice again. So it's been going
Yeah.
ever since. One person and another, step by step, and
Yeah.
one person, and that's that whole thing of that I've really learned what teamwork is, because nothing could have happened without teamwork.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. Yeah, it's wonderful.
So, as a volunteer in this role, what kind of things do you do with the people in hospice? Meaning,
We
like,
can-
do you make meals? Do you just do you sit and just talk with them?
It depends on their needs. A lot of it depends on that. We are limited in that sense. We have home care for doing meals and feeding and so on. Our training hasn't given us that yet. That could be a possibility down the road. But for now, it might be reading. It might be, we can do light massage on maybe feet and arm, put lotion on a person. We can.
We do not give medication. That is not our
No,
rule. Definitely not our rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we see the person in stress, we can figure out what they need and call staff. Staff is what's needed.
Or
for
911,
Or
if that's
911.
what's needed.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
you're in the home, there's always somebody to call, and we always are alert for changes in the person and for
Mhm.
what they might need.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is.
So like making a cup of tea or something
Yeah.
might be something that we would do with a person if they're able to take their own medication, just to be with them while they're doing it, to make sure they're not choking on it or
Right.
something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we don't give medication, and we're with the person most of the time. You know, if they want to take a nap or something, and they don't need us watching them take a nap,
Yeah.
you know, but that.
It's also extremely helpful for
Mhm.
Martina when for the family or for the spouse or that they don't have to be there. The family won't or maybe can't be there 24 hours.
Mhm.
So to have somebody who can be there is a great relief to the family, not just the patient.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So within the group, what's your guys' role?
Okay, I am the chairperson, and Martina's director, aren't you?
Yeah, and a
you're
volunteer.
director
Yeah.
and volunteer.
Yeah.
Do you guys hold meetings often, or?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited right now because our meeting is tomorrow night. We have them now once a month. And lots of good things on the agenda. The signs of growth are just very rewarding to see. And tomorrow, Amy from the hospital and Trish will come to our meeting and will be working with us to have our pictures and name tags, and so that we are officially able to go in. And so we're feeling very welcome, and that's nice too, because Jackson House it's a home, like people, it's their home there. So we plan and we want to be respectful to them and not to be disruptive. So all sorts of little things that are ongoing, but the meeting is, and many things on there that are, we're starting a library if anybody wants to, or would like to see a book or learn a little bit about it. We have quite a few already, but we'll have more books on the go. And the library is just being set up.
Cool.
So, it's very...
And being a
exciting.
support person too to somebody on their end of life journey, they may want to talk about it. You know,
Right.
what's happening, what it's all about, and part of our training too is to recognize the changes in the behavior, or not the behavior, but the changes in the physical body.
Right.
Because lots of
Yeah.
times people don't know what to expect with their physical body, the different changes, and so that's part of our training as well, is to learn about the physical changes in the body as it's nearing death.
Right.
As the person is nearing their death, yeah.
Well, I can see that being very informative for other people that might be going through something similar,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not always the same,
No,
No.
right?
but it can
So,
decrease the level of fear when you
Yeah.
have
Yes.
an idea of what can possibly be happening.
for sure.
Yeah.
And often people have the worst, in our minds, take over and have the worst idea of the end is going to be like. And quite often, most of the time, I'd say 9.5 times out of 10, it's very peaceful. People are very, it's not that stressful. It's quite peaceful, which is what we aim for. And someone there to hold the hand, or just to be reassuring the patient, and they're grateful for that. It makes it much easier. So it's really not that difficult for us. It's not. It's an honor.
Yeah,
right?
I was just going to say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's an honor to be
Yeah.
with somebody in that part of their journey.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also, again, it depends on the skill of the volunteers and their level of comfort with it, but there can be also aftercare after a person has died and the family, needs some extra support still. We have volunteers who are available to be with people, who have died or are, and the family still needs support afterwards.
For
Yeah.
sure. I could see that being something that's easily missed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, there you go.